Hello students, in this video we'll talk about basic theorems of probability. So first theorem is the probability of the complementary event A dash of A is given by probability of A dash equal to 1 minus probability of A. If A is any event in a sample space S, then what is A dash? A dash is complement of A, means it is negative of A, not of A. Like if I say tossing, when I toss a coin, then coming up of tail is complement to coming up of head. So that's the complement of any event A. So let's see how we can prove this. Let A and A dash are mutually disjoint and together they form the whole sample space. As you can see here from the Venn diagram, that they are disjoint from each other. There is nothing common between A and A dash and they form the whole sample space. So A union A dash is equal to S. Then probability of A union A dash will be equal to probability of S, and they are disjoint, so probability A of A union A dash will be equal to probability of A plus probability of A dash equal to probability of S. And what is probability of S? Probability of S is the whole universe, and for the whole sample space or the whole universe, the probability is always equal to 1. So probability of A dash will be equal to 1 minus probability of A, and this proves theorem 1. Let's see one example to this. Suppose you know that the probability of getting the flu this winter is 0.43. What is the probability that you will not get the flu? If you know about complement, if you know about that getting flu is probability of getting a flu is 0.43, and you have to find out the probability of not getting the flu. So let A be the event of getting a flu in this winter. Then we are given that probability of A is equal to 0.43. Then event A dash will be probability of the A dash will be the event of not getting the flu. So probability of A dash will be equal to 1 minus probability of A by our theorem 1. So 1 minus 0.43 equal to 0.57. Second theorem, the probability of impossible event is 0. An event which is not possible, probability of that event is 0. Let A be an impossible event and S be the sure event. Then A will be complement to S, or S will be equal to A complement, where A is impossible event. Then probability of phi, the impossible event, will be equal to probability of A, which is equal to probability of S dash because it's complement to S. So A will be equal to probability of A will be equal to probability of S dash, and probability of S dash is equal to 1 minus probability of S, and probability of S, which is sure event, probability of S is 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0. So we get probability of impossible event to be 0. As you can see in this example, what is probability of getting 7 on throwing a dice once? As you know, on dice there are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can you get 7? No. So it's an impossible event. So probability of 7 will be 0 when you throw a dice. Next theorem, if B is a subset of A, you can see in this Venn diagram we have whole universe, then there is a set A and there is a set B which is a subset of A, then probability of A intersection B dash. What is A intersection B dash? A intersection B dash is this part only, the part of A which doesn't include B. Okay, so probability of A inter B dash is equal to probability of A minus probability of B, and second, probability of B is less than equal to probability of A. So let's prove this. When B is a subset of A, B and A intersection B dash are mutually exclusive events. You can see here that B and A intersection B dash is making the whole of A. It's covering up whole of A. So A can be written as union of B and A intersection B dash. So A is equal to B union A intersection B dash. So probability of A will be equal to probability of B union A intersection B dash, and this is equal to probability of B plus probability of A intersection B dash, because they are disjoint also. So probability of A intersection B dash will be equal to, I bring this side, so probability of A intersection B dash is equal to probability of A minus probability of B, which proves the first part of the theorem. Now for the second part, we know that probability is always greater than or equal to 0, right? So probability of A intersection B dash is greater than or equal to 0, which means probability of A minus probability of B is greater than or equal to 0. If I put the value of A intersection B dash equal to this here, I get probability of A greater than or equal to probability of A minus probability of B greater than or equal to 0. So I get probability of B less than or equal to probability of A from here. This proves the second part. Right? Now let's see next theorem. Theorem 4. Let A be an event, then the probability of any event lies between 0 to 1. If A is any event, then A is a subset of a sure event or the whole universe S. Okay. So probability of A will be less than or equal to probability of S, because probability of subset is always less than its superset. We have done this in previous theorem. So, and probability of S is 1. So probability of A is less than or equal to 1. And for any event A other than impossible event, probability of A is always greater than 0. For impossible event, its probability is 0, but for any other event other than impossible event, it's always greater than 0. So we get probability of A lies between 0 to 1. Next theorem, which is very important theorem, is addition theorem of probability. What does it say? It says that if A and B are any two events and are not disjoint, A and B are any events and they are not disjoint, then probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. A and B are the subsets of some sample space S. Okay. And remember one thing I want to tell you about union and intersection. What is the meaning of union? Union means A and B. Okay, so if something is union means or. So if something is in union A and B, if any element is in union, that it can be either in A or it can either in B. Okay, it's not necessary that it will be in both of them. So it will be either in A, or it can be in B, or it can be in both of them, right? So A union B means or, and intersection means the common thing. So A intersection B means and, means it is in A also and it is in B also. So remember this, union means or, intersection means and. Remember this thing. So let's prove this. So we have this Venn diagram. Here we have A, here we have B. They are not disjoint, so there will be some common part here, A intersection B. This part is A intersection B dash, and this part is A dash intersection B. Okay. So then this whole is A and this whole is B. Now to prove this, from the Venn diagram we can see that A union B can be written as A union A dash intersection B, means A, this part is A union with A dash intersection B. So A union B can be written as union of these two things, and A dash intersection B are mutually disjoint. There is nothing common between them. So A dash intersection B, here if you see, what is A dash intersection B? A dash intersection B is B, this whole B minus the intersection A intersection B. And what is A intersection B dash. If you see, what is this? This is A minus the common part between two things. Okay. So probability of A union B, from here probability of A union B is equal to probability of A union A dash intersection B. So which is equal to probability of A plus probability of A dash intersection B. And what is probability of A dash intersection B? It is equal to, from here it is equal to probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So we get this, probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B, which proves our addition theorem of probability. If there is nothing intersection, if A and B are disjoint, then probability of A union B will be equal to probability of A plus probability of B only. Okay, if they are totally disjoint from each other, if A and B two events are disjoint, then we'll just add the probability of two events. Now addition theorem of probability for three events. What is the addition theorem of probability of three events? It is probability of A union B union C is equal to probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C minus intersection minus the probability of intersection of A and B, then intersection of B and C, then C and A, and adding the probability of A intersection B intersection C. So this is for three events. Will not prove this, but you have to remember this addition theorem of probability for three events. Let's do one example. One number is chosen from numbered 1 to 20. Find the probability that it is divisible by 4 or 6. Now you get or here, means you have to find the union. Okay. So let's do this question. Let S be the sample space. So in sample space, how many numbers are there? 1 to 20. So number of elements in S is 20. So total events which we have is equal to 20. Let A be an event that number selected is divisible by 4, because we need to find a probability that it is divisible by 4 or 6. So we'll take that it is number selected is divisible by 4 as event A, and we'll take the number selected is divisible by 6 as event B. So we have taken these two events A and B. Then in the set A, the set A will include all the elements which are divisible by 4. So the numbers which are divisible by 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. And numbers which are divisible by B are 6, 12 and 18. So number of elements in A are 5 and number of elements in B are 3. And what is the common between both of them? Common between both of them is 12 only. So number of elements in A intersection B is equal to 1. So probability of A will be 5 by 20, because favorable for event A is 5 and total number of events are 20. So 5 by 20. For B it will be 3 by 20, and for intersection it will be 1 by 20. Now probability of a number divisible by 4 or 6, it will be probability of A union B. I just told you that or means union. So and by applying addition theorem of probability, we have probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. We'll put all these values here. Probability of A is 5 by 20, probability of B is 3 by 20 minus probability of A intersection B 1 by 20. So 5 by 20 plus 3 by 20 minus 1 by 20 gives us 7 by 20 as answer. So the probability of getting a number which is divisible by 4 or 6 is 7 by 20. So next question. A card is drawn from a deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king or a heart or a red card. For this question you should have knowledge about playing cards. So we have taken event A to be getting a king, event B event of getting a heart, and event C of getting a red card. So what is the probability of A? A is king. How many kings are there in the pack of cards? There are 4 kings. So we have to choose one among them. So it's 4C1 divided by 52C1. Total probability of taking out one card from the pack of 52 cards is 52C1, and probability of king will be 4C1 divided by 52C1, which comes out to be 4 upon 52. Similarly, probability of getting a heart card, how many heart cards are there? There are 13 heart cards. So probability of B is 13 by 52. And probability of getting a red card, there are two kind of red cards in our playing cards. The first one is the heart cards, and another one are diamond cards. So we have 26 upon 52. What will be the probability of A intersection B? A event is getting a king and B event is getting a heart. So A intersection means a heart, a king of heart. So king of heart is only 1. So probability of A intersection B is 1 upon 52. Probability of B intersection C. B intersection means heart card and red card. Means heart cards only. Intersection of red card and heart is heart cards only. So how many red heart cards are there? 13. So probability of B intersection C is 13 upon 52. Probability of C intersection A. C is king card and C is red card. So how many red king cards are there? There are two king cards which are red in color, the diamond king and the heart king. So probability of C intersection A is 2 upon 52. Probability of A intersection B intersection C is getting a king of heart. Red and heart, intersection of heart and red is heart only. Intersection of king and heart is king of heart only. So it's 1 upon 52. So applying addition theorem for 3 events, probability of A union B union C, because we have to find the probability of getting a king or heart or red, which is union only. So A union B union C is probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C minus probability of A intersection B minus probability of B intersection C minus probability of C intersection A plus probability of A intersection B intersection C. So putting all the values there, in this equation we get it equal to be 28 upon 52, which is 7 by 13. So this is the required probability. Next question. A die has two faces. This is very interesting question. A die has two faces, each with the number 1. So in a die there are 6 faces. In this question, 2 faces have number 1, 3 faces have number 2, and 1 face has number 3. So die looks something like this. 2 faces have number 1, 3 faces has number 2 on it, and 1 face has number 3 on it. Otherwise, in a normal dice, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But here, 2 faces has number 1, 3 faces has number 3, and 1 face has number 3. So, a die is rolled, you have to determine probability of 1 or 3, and probability of not 3. So, let's see. Let A be an event of getting face with number 1, B be the event getting a face with number 2, and C be the event of getting a face with number 3. Then what will be the probability of A? Probability of A will be 2 by 6, because there are 2 faces which have 1. So it will be 2 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 3. Probability of B will be 3 by 6. Among 6 there are 3 faces which have 2 on it. So 3 by 6. And probability of C will be 1 by 6, because from all these 6 faces only one face has number 3 on it. So 1 by 6. So probability of getting 1 is equal to probability of event A, which is 1 by 3. Probability of 1 or 3. Now 1 or 3 means 1 union means A union C. Okay, A is getting 1 and C is A union C, and C is getting number 3. So probability of 1 or 3 means A union C, which is equal to probability of A plus probability of C. There's a typing mistake here. It should be C here. probability of A plus probability of C, which is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6, which gives us 1 by 2. Why there's nothing in, why I have not taken the intersection term? Because they are disjoint events. Getting 1 and getting 3 together is not possible. So there is nothing in intersection. So intersection term is not taken here. Probability of not 3. Probability of not 3 means probability of C complement, which is equal to 1 minus probability of C, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 6, which is equal to 5 by 6. So that's all about this question. I hope you like this video. If you have any query, you can ask me. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.